Of a lot of the most memorable moments and where people kind of make their career, define their career. It's at Champs, guys, and it's coming up August 15th and 19th. Go get tickets at MLG.com/CWL Champs. But let's get right into it. This is just a battle of two teams that have been horrific in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, but I feel like this is a comfort map for both teams. We've watched a lot of Splyce on this. We've watched a lot of EG. EG on attack right now. Already wasted 25 seconds. Not a lot of map control. Looks like this is going to be a late B hit. So Jared, he's in a spot one. Get some shots into two. He's going to get back down now. And well, Josh, he hits first blood at Jared, though. Going to try and stay up here. But nades go out. Yep, he's got to give this side up. But luckily, Bance is here. Also, Mad Cat's already rotated over. So they can hold this site.
I get out, wrap it.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah. You push the rotation across. Now get back and get this bomb down at A without losing anybody. That was very close. Jared read the wrap back, almost able to get a pick in the back, and even the odds at 3-3. But this should be a very easy plant now for Silly.
The one big thing is, though, is Bance did just watch that cross. He might be able to catch his bomb planter if he goes. Oh, I like this. Oh, that little hop up. That's 2 times in a row now where if he does him or Jared do that 1 second earlier, they find that kill. So now at 3 versus 4, they're going to have to try and retake this site. Jared, though, able to open it up.
Wow, Silly. Just wide out in the open. Bance able to get the kill. It's going to be a 2 versus 2. 25 seconds on the clock. Bance and Jared trying to break in for the defuse. Jared's going to get caught from behind, and now it's all going to fall to Bance. He's got Ace in the corner. There's the first kill. Needs to take one more. Looks like he read Apathy, but Apathy going to wrap back, bide his time very wisely.
Can't read this. Oh, he would have had a...
No. Another second and a half. He might be able to do it. It's a good round from Bance. He gets 3 kills, but ultimately EG able to get it. And I think this comes down to EG. They played it very patient. They waited for the rotation to B. They wrap back to A, and they get the plant down and play behind that.
That was the story of a round for Splyce. Just one more second. If we had one more second, if Jared peeks that corner a little bit earlier, probably finds a kill. If Bance does that jump up, he finds that kill. And well, if they had one more second in the round, Bance has an opportunity to get that defuse. It was a great job, especially when Josh goes down first, but...
They did a lot of things right. Yep. A lot of things right. Just like you said, it's a game of milliseconds at times. They're not able to do it. Maybe Bance can, get a bomb plant, work towards streaks. We'll see how they try to get this done. Obviously, working towards A right now. We'll see what they can make work. They're trying to, it looks like, isolate Apathy in the back. You see 2 players trying to push forward.
Got a stun off on him as well. Yeah, Apathy's in a bit of trouble. Jared does get pushed up. And I believe that was Josh who flamed through elbow already inside of A. So Jared's just got to be patient here. He might get caught out.
Nice grenade. Nice grenade.
One, but they have A bomb site control.
Right back to a 3v3.
I don't know if he's trying to help Jared there, but I just don't get that wide peek. Like, Jared is on an island. Let him, he's already crossed that bunker. Just leave him there. Like, he's watching you cross that door. I don't think Josh has to peek out right there. You have the bomb site control. Well, Mad Cat just gets horrible timing. And, well, loses a 1 versus 1 to Silly.
Yeah, and even the shots went down for a little bit. He reacted to that a little bit late as well. Bance, though, keeps making the plays. He's 5-0. He's in a 1v1. Bance has got to do everything, apparently, to get the victory right now in a round. 12 seconds. Biding his time. Pushes in. Catches Silly. 6-0. 3 kills in these first 2 matches. I think basically in his head, he's like, Jesus Christ, team. Like, do I have to kill everyone?
Yes, you do. If you look at some of their performances this year, Bance has to play well.
The 2 kills inside ventilation to kick it off was naughty. Yeah, that second gunfight, that was just disgusting stuff. That's one of those individual plays that if you're EG, just shrug it off. Bance just gunned you.
But just made it a lot harder on themselves. There was no reason for Josh to push out there. Jared was alone in that bunker. Just let him make the play. You have A site control. There's no need to overpeak that corner and give us all the kill. But Bance does clutch up. He has a glide bomb. He's very close to full streaks as well. Well, he's playing with confidence right now. In case EG had a fast A hit, he was pushing up that middle street. Instead, EG once again very patient on their attack. A good old bevel smoke.
Smoke is out. What are they going to do behind it? Mad Cat's got the angle. He's got the angle,
but takes one.
Nice job there.
But I don't think they know there's a second one. There's a second one there. Mad Cat's in trouble. There's still that player outside a bunker. That's Apathy. Oh, but Josh comes around able to find a kill, but Apathy was able to find Bance first.
Big kill on Bance. He doesn't get any more streaks, just the glide bomb. Now look at Jerd again on an island. You have Josh on the entire opposite side of the map. Pressure to EG, obviously, to get this bomb planted. Now Josh, if he holds his cross, they have to go through him to get to this bomb. I don't know what Aix is. He can't do anything here. What's he supposed to do? He's got under 20 seconds.
Just no time.
Bomb mid-street.
And that's the dangers, right, of playing rounds out for so long. The way EG does, where that first 30 seconds, they're not really doing much on the map. They're allowing Splyce to sort of spread out. What EG's doing is, for 30 seconds, they want Splyce to continue to question themselves. There's still a chance that you hit A. There's still a chance that you hit B, which works out at times.
Well, we saw, and we brought it up before, but like what really, a team that did that very well, we saw it in the grand final, it was Rise. Their offenses on Valkyrie were always really slow, methodical, patient. They basically waited until the other team got antsy and then made a play behind it.
Just spread you thin.
They made it work, though. Why isn't EG?
Well, the bomb was obviously in a very tough spot. You know, you have the stick from Mad Cat, a couple individual plays from Splyce, and then I think Josh and Jerd just played that 2 versus 2 very well. Jerd was aware that Assault plays inside that storage bunker the entire time. But Splyce now, it's their turn to attack, and it looks like they're trying to push that elbow once again. You can see Josh is prone there. You have Jerd right outside this door. Mad Cat and Banch just watching the flank. Oh, they're using the glide bomb. They're going to try and find a pick with the glide bomb. Not able to do so, but they do get map control, and they go all the way around. I like that play. They're trying to get A site control, but Josh inside is able to stay alive. Apathy, yep, he gets found out. So now 4 versus 2, but bomb is being planted. Nade goes out, not able to connect.
Jerd's starting to work towards streaks a bit here as too. What can Silly and Assault do? Silly back down immediately. Jerd's going to fly at him. Silly gets 1, but not going to be the difference. They're cut down, and Splyce just handle business. They have the 4v2 advantage. They're able to just make sure nothing crazy happens. They saw Bance make a play when they're down a man, not allowing Assault or Silly to do it.
And you know, obviously the glide bomb doesn't connect with anyone, but it puts everybody back inside, which opens up some areas for Splyce to get pushed out. And we saw, as soon as they call that in, they double hit the backside of that ventilation room and come behind those players inside the A site.
3-1 advantage now for Splyce. EG back to offense. They've been very passive, playing these rounds very slow. They want to get aggressive. This time they're just going to fly on in. The smoke connects. It's going to back Bance up, so he doesn't have the angle there in ventilation room. They've got to worry about the backside with Jerd. Apathy set up to deal with that, and Apathy going to get the first blood. So this time we see some aggression from EG, a nice smoke, and it pays off.
I'm just switching up the pace. Josh was able to find a kill, though. Bance trying to stay alive. Josh is going to repeat this. I like that play. Silly gets a little impatient. Now it's Mad Cat's turn on the flank, but he gets shut down. Just trades back and forth, but Apathy finds 2. Now on to Bance. We saw him do it earlier, not able to do it now.
And we've seen Bance with just about everything in his arsenal. He's had an STG in some rounds, made plays with the PPSH, a bar here. He's using it all. But the final kill does go to Assault, and that is definitely a big round. Otherwise, you're looking at 4-1 EG. Or sorry, 4-1 Splyce. They got those nice COD World League Nike zip-ups. I didn't get one.
I didn't either, but wasn't too sure when I saw them the first time, but they look good on camera.
They do. Splyce. Looks like EG going to give them ventilation room and just play the retake. Bomb about to be planted. And now it's all going to be about this opening pick.
Yeah, we know how important first blood is in this retake.
And they all just leave ventilation room. They all just back right on out. They give it back to EG and just hold the crosses. But Aix and Assault put the tides into their favor. They might just put somebody on the bomb here. Yep, they're going to do exactly that. Just let Aix grab this. You've got 2 people to cover you. One on the backside, one inside of ventilation, and Apathy's able to make the play. Apathy drops there. If Apathy doesn't get both, maybe they can get him off the bomb of the second sparrow. But I like that. Just no hesitation. Once you get control of ventilation, find that first blood, hop the bomb. Hop the bomb. Put the pressure on Splyce to try and get back in.
Yeah, I mean, Splyce has to check it. Every 7.5 seconds, they have to peek one of those doorways. And when you give up full control of ventilation, which was pretty surprising to me, that's just what's going to happen. So, well, Apathy having a great game. He's at 5 in a row, and it looks like a very aggressive B hit. But Splyce might be ready for this. Look how close 3 players are already. You already have Jerd and Josh here, but the nade connects with Jerd. Another first blood for EG. Silly, though, the aggression's not stopping here. He's going to find one, makes it a 3 versus 2.
And the times we've seen EG be aggressive is where it's working, right? Their slow, methodical rounds haven't been paying off, so they switch the tempo. They start to bring it to both bomb sites kind of with a fury, and it's worked out. Obviously, the grenades to the back line and that first pick make it a whole heck of a lot easier for Silly than to fly in and find the second kill. But that's a very convincing round. Nice stuff from EG.
Yeah, I mean, they had a couple of players there as well from Splyce, but those nades connect on to Jerd, and he gets taken out.
Were there any nades from Splyce to slow them up coming out? I don't think
they were too slow.
Yeah, I don't think there really were. They were able to get out, get pretty good position very quickly. So Splyce, you know, they were up 3-1, in control.
I believe Apathy has streaks now as well.
And now, yeah, now EG started to roll behind a big performance from Apathy. It's like who's gonna take over around, Bance or Apathy?
And well, they're gonna.
Salt's got 4 in a row too.
This isn't good because App has a streak. You're telling Silly now just back down and stay alive. Just stay alive. How are they gonna do? They're gonna call this in right away.
Haven't done it yet. Oh, there we go. There we go. Should catch him planning. It's actually going to get him off. It's going to get him off. He sees everything. Mad Cat, there's no cover there, buddy. Tries to lay down outside. Gets caught. Josh by himself. And EG look to be 1 round away from ending this disgusting streak of struggles and search and destroy.
We'll see.
Well, and Splyce did have a, 5-2 comeback the other day on Doc. So maybe they got another one here.
But Apathy didn't go down that round, so he's still alive, still has streaks. But yeah, as soon as you saw that happen when they were pushing the B-bomb, no mountain on. They didn't track Apathy's streak very well.
It was funny because I thought Mad Cat was going to try to sprint to get in, but I think they decided to split just to make sure it couldn't get the doorway and get both. But it just looked funny because he was laid there. It's like, catch.
They're going right back to B. They're going to try and get Apathy this bomb plant. You do have Jerd over here. There's that stun. So the nade connects.
Look at the streaks top right. 7 for Apathy, 5 for Assault, 2 for Ace. They have just, it was 3-1 Splyce, man.
It's 15 kills in a row, yeah.
3-1 Splyce.
Good nades by Splyce right there.
Wow.
They shut down Apathy as well, so no more streaks. Josh finds Silly now on 1 versus 4 for Aches.
Flying around the map, not able to snap, and he will drop. So big round from Splyce to at least just slow the onslaught. You mentioned 15 kills. You saw
Still
just
alive.
At the top right. So everybody kind of going on a bit of a tear there from EG. But yeah, still very much alive, and we know EG love their round 11s. Don't do it to me.
No,
I feel like this goes.
They don't love their round 11s.
No, that was sarcasm for sure. But you know, you just feel like they know what the streak is. They know how much they've been struggling. Right
Every
now,
round lost, they're just like it's another stab to the heart.
And you know that's going to be the focus if they go to a round 11.
This can't happen again.
Assault back down.
Trying to bait somebody out for Apathy. You can see Apathy's prone right in front of him. That number 2. Trying to bait Splyce into it. It might just work. Here comes a nade and a stun. Here we go. This is going to be on Apathy. Jerd and Josh are going to get pushed up. Nades go out.
They're going to have no idea.
Nobody's going to stun check this. And look, there's 3 players from EG over here.
Here we go.
This is going to be such a big counter.
Here we go. Can Apathy make the play? It's all on Apathy. The shots are in. Snaps, but not able to take the second. So Jerd does get into the site. He gets away for a moment. Aches is trying to hunt this down. Jerd just kind of roaming around the map.
They're trying to go B. They might catch Silly here.
They push Silly. They push Silly. Silly, though. What a big one-on-one that was. That's bomb down. That's probably your chance to win this round down as well. Mad Cat still alive, though. 23 seconds in a prayer. Looks like they're going to let him get this plant, and he's got to play a 1v2 post plant. This is absolutely winnable. And he's 1 kill off streaks. If he gets the kill, I don't know if the glide bomb comes into play, but it might. He takes it. He wins the first. There's the second, though. He wanted to nade it and make sure to back him up, but he gets caught.
It's over!
The streak is done.
They did it!
EG have won. Hey, you saw the smile from Assault right after. Like, thank God, guys.
They did it!
Bevels is somewhere just dancing. Dancing.
They feel like they just won a championship.
There's a new little jump to their step there. And on the opposite side, frustration. Vance knows he was taking over the game early. Needed some help.
And it was just the adjustments. I mean, Splyce had probably 3 or 4 of their offenses, they went to that elbow, and they worked it very well. And EG made the adjustments. They set up Apathy and Assault, and it was just a trap. And you can see the emotion on Josh. They know how big of a match this is. This would put them, if they lose this, at 4-7, 2 to 3 games back behind everyone. Be so difficult to get the playoffs at 500.
And if you're watching, you're wondering, it's a pro league match. How is there so much emotion, guys? This is their chance to play for 500 grand. You never know when you might make a run. Splyce has done it before at events like Birmingham. They know they can make it, but this is their final chance to likely do it. We'll be right back, guys. EG currently up 2-0. Splyce on the brink of what very well could be their elimination series. Now, are they absolutely out of it? No. But it becomes such an uphill battle. It's like trying to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. It's going to be very, very hard for Splyce.
I mean, it is. The loss with it, or in this match, would put them at 4-7. You imagine they would have to go perfect next week to put them in any sort of contention at 500.
And it still might not get them in.
And that still might not be enough. Yeah, that's sort of the tough part right now. I mean, you win this year at 5-6, your chances are alive. But right now, EG are rolling. They win a search and destroy, and I feel like we're going to EG's best CTF map. We know how they like to play this.
Lock it in.
Slow and methodical. Lock them in. Well, this man, Apathy, he's going to control Bell time and time again. But Bance, able to win this one. If you remember our match yesterday against, what, Zero versus Apathy, Apathy won that one.
Well, it's actually great because I mentioned this in the last series on this map. So the other guy that really struggled, similar to Zero, was Bance yesterday. He was in that similar role where he really, really struggled. I'm talking like triple negative, like exactly what we saw at a Zero. So if Apathy, you already saw how distraught Bance was early. If Apathy can dominate Ruins like he did, that'd be big, but it is early attempt here from Splyce. Mad Cat's got the flag. He's off racing. Ake's trying to get the cut. Ake shots into a tree in the dirt. Only really connects with one bullet there. Assault on the flank, trying to make the play. The jump shot is in. He should have the return. Now this is a great chance for a counter. You've got a two-man attack here. Bance is stunned. You see him just trying to get out. What a counter. What a play. Apathy on one side, Assault on the other, and from bad to worse for Splyce.
Yeah, for bad to worse for Splyce. But EG, they are rolling right now, about to take a 1-0 lead in this CTF. Let's go in Astro Gaming listening with the Evil Geniuses.
All right, I'll be right. You side.
I'm 2 off streaks.
You
are you. I think he wants to go Bell too. I saw 2 of them. Okay. I'm a whole Bell. then. Yeah, got him. I'm 1 off streaks.
You. Abby's coming to you. I'm flanking him.
Here, one
He's
could be
coming to
I
you.
don't see him.
He's weak. You. Let me
Let me kill him.
Ah, sorry. He was.
Yeah, one could be in bunker. No, he's one weak. I'm saying now.
Fourth. He doesn't know you're there.
One shot.
Fire. Yeah, he's at the front. He knows you're there. He might know you're there.
I help left, guys. Can he help left?
He's weak.
That's him. Wow.
One shot. Just camp. Pat, start going left.
Yeah, I need help left, guys.
Yeah,
I'll try to get your side, Pat. Play for kill. I got a streak.
Nice. One's in our bunker.
Side. Absolute. I need inside.
I'm wrapping back. Shoot. I'm wrapping back, guys. I got him stun side. Yo, flanking. 6 up.
Here.
Side. I got 4 streaks forward. Let's go, baby.
Nice.
Skip. Welcome me.
Just around.
I am. I'm left. I'm right. He could have got Bell. One could have stuck by Bell.
Here.
You should play D-roll. You should play it slow. Yo,
I'm gonna
streak him. I'm streaking my spawn. Everyone hold. Yo,
he's camping. Go back to you. Left door.
Big kill. It's a big kill. Yo, I'm streaking now. Stay up.
You get fourth?
Yeah. They all have mountain,
bro. Yeah, yeah, we can have flag. I spawn here with you, bro.
I got one. All right, 2 dead. And with the stun, ice heady.
Tank's
holding ice. But still gonna spawn back there.
I hit him at the tank, Brian.
Yeah, they're holding.
Take our time. Wait for this guy to spawn. Wait for this guy to spawn.
Yeah.
I'll push ice after you guys push. Nice. I'm pushing ice.
Bridge heady.
I'm pushing ice.
One. Bridge heady.
It's closer.
Ice one shot.
I'll get hold of it.
Ice hit cabin.
Play safe. Yeah, good cabin.
He's there. She left.
She left probably ready.
He's right ice. All right, mid ice hitting fourth. I'll get.
Wood wall.
All right, one's going fire tank, one's going bunker.
I stunned outside. Can you get in?
Use these defensively for now. We're on bad side.
Don't waste streaks.
Using defensively on bad side.
Yo, I'm trying to watch mid and Bell.
EG trying to hold on defense right now. Their second attack didn't work out. It was good pressure, but things kind of fell apart with a couple of key gunfights that were lost. And you heard there in the final moments, just use these streaks defensively if we need to. You know, we're on the bad side. It's harder to score from this side. Let's just make sure we maintain this lead.
Yeah, they want to waste time, and that's what they're doing right now. A 1-0 lead, and you hear them. Just hold them in. That's what they love to do. EG just loves to run that clock down when they have a lead. They make you push, and then this is what happens. Apathy, though, having a great game at 11-3. You and I were talking during that listening. He was getting fired up, but if you remember yesterday in that round 11 against Red Reserve, when I talked to Trey yesterday, he said he absolutely smoked Apathy in a 1-versus-1 gunfight. I'm sure Apathy knows that, has stepped it up big time here today.
And Apathy told me after Anaheim, man, he has needed that fire. His team needed that fire, and you heard it a bit with his communication. He's fired up, and he's having one hell of a series. Big rebound from the loss yesterday. His shot absolutely stellar right now as he lines up Bance. 60 seconds here to go in the first half. You've got a chance for attack. But I think, you know, save these streaks like they were talking about saving them for defensively on this side. Wait for offense with them on the next side.
Yeah, no, I mean, besides Apathy, is nobody really sticking out on the side of EG. It's just him. He's just locking everybody in. I mean, Mad Cat's having a solid game. Bance is playing okay. Obviously, Josh and Jared are playing a little slow, but that's what's going to happen when a guy's triple positive on the other side. But this is what EG likes to do. I mean, you have 16 engagements or, 12 kills out of Apathy. The other 3 players on EG only have 13. Like, they just want to, again, just waste that clock.
And I know they did it with a counterattack, obviously, to get that first score on the board. But in their CTF they had against Red, they scored in the opening 60 seconds on both sides. Like, that's what stood out to me. They had some really nice opening breaks. So
it's a good chance for Splyce, though. Yeah, Benz finds a kill. He's the last guy left. Nades are in on him. Well, we'll go in extra time, but you do have the streaks. You do still have a streak on Apathy, but this is a chance for Splyce.
He's going to use it. He's going to use it. This is big for Splyce. If you can survive these streaks and also get through for the score, would be absolutely huge. They open up the mid lane, but nobody's there to get through, so Mad Cat's going to drop.
Oh, you gotta go! You gotta go!
Artillery's on him. He's just walking through. He's able to dodge it. He's trying to get around the edge. He's dodged. He's dipped. He's dived. He's got streaks in a score, and now it's a tie. And that is big for Splyce because EG used both streaks, and you tie it up. What a moment there at the end of the first half for Splyce.
And I think just another big part of it now is you don't have to play into EG because you know how EG likes to play. At a tied game, EG has to play aggressive on you, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit faster pace, but you force EG to move now because you tie that game up. So a great last-second effort out of Banton and co.
EG just can't make it behind the streaks. It's, I mean, he was so far gone. I know they had a chance, obviously, but it's almost like maybe keep those streaks for the half, let him get the score, and use them on offense. But now Vance has some stuff to work with. He's had some fantastic moments in this series. Can he have more throughout these last 5 minutes, barring any kind of overtime? Slow start here, like no one really finding an opening at all.
Well, I think Splyce, they may be just playing super slow because they're trying to set Bance up, and then, well, Ace is able to find a couple of kills, so you have pressure left. There's one player that pushed through Cave. That was Assault. Jared, though, he's on the complete opposite side of the map. So EG, they spawn up Cab, and they will put some pressure. Well, I thought they were going to put some pressure on Bunker, but they have not. Pretty spread out for both teams. Just trying to find those last couple of players.
And you're going to need a lot of pressure here from EG because you need to get these streaks out of Splyce's hands. You got to be going early and often here.
They're going now.
Okay, they want to go on offense.
They're trying to set Jared up. Jared's already there, but he's got to deal with some kills.
I mean, I love this if you're EG. Great. Great. Use the fighter pilot. You really only had one player in position there.
And I think what they were trying to do is get the last couple of players before they all switched over to Mountain and maybe give them a flag attempt. But Apathy spawns up, and he has Mountain on, and Jared's just not ready for it. I don't know if they were trying to time it so Jared's position, they spawn him out cabin, whatever it was. I get what they were trying to do because
just didn't work.
EG they know they were tracking streaks. Now you can see everyone has Mountain on. So yeah, great job by EG. Great streak awareness from them.
They still have to get 2 more out of the hands of Vance. He's currently on respawn. And they've found nothing to work with mid-map or in through field. That kill on Josh, maybe an opening they need to start getting forward. Vance going to be holding the back barrel right now for his squad. They've got a presence from Bunker, but they need to be able to pinch here. Easy kill for Mad Cat. He just waltzes up off spawn. And I don't know. EG just hasn't been able to put anything together whatsoever.
Yeah, they're playing very conservative right now. You have Apathy towards that Bell side. Now, what a lot of teams like to do, what we've seen throughout really the year, they try to get control of Bunker, and then they send one of their SMGs either through Bell or up the middle to flank the last couple of players back Bunker. But EG tried to set that up, but haven't been able to do so. They haven't been even able to get towards that from Bunker side. Josh finds a couple of kills. He's going to get pushed up now. Hakes laying down in the middle of the map. Mad Cat, nice awareness from him.
Mad Cat and Josh are picking them apart right now.
Yeah, now you're getting into a position where if Bands can get cabin wall, you can see he wants to call in a potential streak. Trap Evil Geniuses in their base, but they need cabin control. That's the biggest thing right now that's open.
Can he pick up Assault? Such a crucial one-on-one, just no one willing to, you know, overstep their bounds.
Oh, but Jared gets 2.
That's a big opening. Maybe now is when you consider these streaks. He's holding on to him for now. Just making the call that he's still holding him at cabin. That's going to make sure.
Now he's got a lot to do. Yeah, he's got a lot to do right now. He has to try to find a kill. Not able to do so, and here's another counter opportunity for Evil Geniuses. Bance was in a position, and there we go. Josh gets spotted, does find one. Now he's at cabin wall. Knows the pressure's coming in behind him. Great kill on Aches. Great awareness from him. Can he find any more? Not able to find the third. Finds one more. Just one player left. He's got to go for the return. He's got to go for it.
And that glide bomb doesn't connect. I know he's got mountain. I didn't see exactly where it hit, but the glide bomb doesn't connect, and he's still able to hold on, and now you've got a stalemate. Where did that hit? Maybe did he try to drop it inside a cabin because he thought he was in there with mountain?
Oh, that player, that's Bance, so sneaky. Lets him run by.
Bance had a similar play that he made against Team Caliber.
Oh, almost gets through, but 2 are dead now. Mad Cat injured. I mean, it was an incredible effort out of Josh to try and stop that and get that return, but once again, you have a counterplay out of EG. Silly's in a position now. Throws a nade, but Mad Cat's still here, but now it's H's turn. And Assault finds a kill. Here we go. It's on Jerd now. He has to at least win one gunfight. Is able to do one. Trying to just play for his life. And he gets around.
He's just chasing.
Get around.
He's out of there. What a play from Jerd just to get out. Assault can't keep up with the airborne class. And Jerd gonna get away. 15 seconds in regulation, and they just narrowly survived there.
I trap him in. You still have artillery, right? You have the artillery. Maybe if you get a couple of kills, well, he goes down.
Vance is dead. Yep.
Say maybe if you get a couple of kills, you call that in. But instead, Aches and Silly find the couple of players that were playing aggressive. We're gonna head into extra time. 55 seconds left. If this draws out, we'll head into OT.
They've got the pinch developing. They've got the pinch developing. Nice gunfight win, but everybody else is still at home defensively. Looks like we're going to be going to overtime.
It wouldn't be an EG CTF if we didn't.
And we just have the artillery. That's it, right?
Uh-huh. Unless, I mean, we should see how close Jerd is as well. Jerd's going to be very close because he got a couple of kills, so 450. So he got one with the flag. The other side, Apathy, not close at all. So, yep, 8 seconds left. We're going to head into OT.
And now it's anyone's game. I mean, artillery can be great in certain spots, but I don't think it's really the game changer you're going to get out of a glide bomb or a fighter pilot.
Bance just finds one kill, like how different that scenario is, because Josh ends up killing everybody.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for Mountain, I guess, on Apathy, that glide bomb's able to find him. That's it right there. The return comes in. I just want to know where it hit. I'd have to go see like where it connected. You heard it come in. I just don't know where it dropped.
I don't know if it was like, I don't know.
Well, he was on the front of the cabin or wood wall. Maybe he dropped it backside or something.
Backside, yeah. It had to have been one of those situations. But I feel like every time we go to Splyce, they just seem like exhausted. They're like, what do we have to do to win?
These opening moments so crucial. Vance gets the better of Apathy. That's a big win to open up Ruins.
Yeah, this is a chance. This is that pinch that you want. But Josh gets taken down. Aches did back on up, and well, 3 go dead. And now this is a little bit scary because you know what EG will do. Silly's going to sit right here. The rest are going to go Ruins in middle. And well, do the good old lock them in from EG.
Can Splyce withstand this? If you're EG, you know, you're just wanting to, well, obviously get a score, but get as much time off the clock. You know you can still go to the stronger side. Not that, you know, this has been a high-scoring affair with a lot of offense, but you heard them in the listening wanting to play a little bit safer from this side of the map. Still have a smoke on Apathy here.
It's a Maven World League, right? Can we just never allow EG to play this map again?
I mean, they play smart. It's just, it's not always the fastest pace affairs. Everyone is kind of dancing these gunfights. Assault is able to get the first pick. Apathy now flies on forward. Jerd, though, up to the task. Assault needs to trade this out. Just trying to find it. Able to do so. 2 players left. It's a 2-on-1. Josh going to be the last man in the back. Assault can't connect, but the touch should come in. They spawn out cabin, and then they spawn Bell. So this is going to be the race back to the base. There's that artillery too coming into play. He's just going to try and go right through it and get into you.
Wow.
He just walks through it. He just runs right through it. Runs right through it.
That's so frustrating if you're Splyce.
They're still able to get a touch though.
But again, a stalemate helps CG. They want to waste time, but Bance finds a couple of kills. You have Madcat pushing up as well. Oh, if Madcat's able to find that one, him and Bance go. Bance finds 3, not able to find the 4th, and then the spawns are in. So Josh is going to have basically a 1 versus 3 or 4 up here soon.
Josh shooting well today, 21 and 15. He had a fantastic hard point despite the loss. I feel like half of this game's been a stalemate. I know it hasn't been, but there's been some
it's been pretty close,
for sure.
Bance is just trying to play sneaky, trying to find an opening. He sees that shadow in front of him, but Ace is not going to give this up. He's like, I'm going to crawl right next to you. Thought he was going to try and crawl by him.
But due to Bance's position here, so forward and mid-map, like you don't have a lot you can do if you're EG. You can see how safe they're playing it all the way at back bunker. But like you mentioned, the longer this goes on, the better you feel about EG. Since they're on this side, now you've got no more streaks for Splyce.
Bance trying to find something, get some shots in the apathy, but he backs down.
We've seen a lot of that. Just one-on-one little peak fights, couple shots, back down. Just wait for somebody, maybe someone to over-challenge.
Josh finds a kill. Aches, though, at that rock, so powerful. Stun goes out from Bance. Yeah, it's so tough to cross there.
It's funny. It's like once the first gunfight goes down, all hell breaks loose for a moment, and then it calms down again.
Salt now. He shot again. Josh is shooting well.
It's like Splyce can't get aggressive. They have no presence in map. Madcat's been worried about a push through mid, maybe to their cabin alley this entire time. He was just sitting there free and now going to wrap across. There hasn't really been a presence there from EG, but they haven't had that information. And it looks like we're going to be going into a stalemate here for the first set of overtime. There's been 0 openings whatsoever from either side in the stalemate. Bance actually has a deep grenade, which will kill the flag carrier for a moment, but they're obviously not a risk of this getting returned. This is one of those games that has full replay in the works.
Don't say it. It's going to be
I think this first
minute.
Once we get into the next side, this first minute for EG, I think this is well, and for Splyce obviously, this is where it could end. This first opening push, if EG can get a couple down and apply the pressure to Splyce, they just can't get toppled early, or this is done and it's a 3-0.
We'll see. I have a feeling both breakoffs, though, it's kind of what you just said, though. Maybe the teams will play a little bit conservative. But the smoke goes out at cabin wall. Splyce trying to get pushed up a little bit. They have a couple of guys in fire alley. You do have Apathy pushing up. Apathy's going to get into a spot. He's going on a flank. This is scary for Splyce. Nobody's picked this up. He finds one on Jerd. Bance goes down, and there we go. 3 dead. And that last player just spawned Bell.
That is literally exactly what we were talking about. These first 60 seconds, you had to survive if you were Splyce. You couldn't get into that 3-down scenario.
They have to find the first kill. Josh needs to find a kill. He's able to do it.
Still have Aches here.
Aches is here.
Aches here. Flag's coming in. Flag's trying to get in. Flag's trying to get in. Dives in. And there's the score. Legitimately exactly what we spoke about when you look at the second side. Like that opening break. That is where you win the game. If that doesn't happen, I honestly think we're probably doing a replay. If that opening doesn't happen, it would have been the same thing for the next set of 5 minutes.
I mean, Splyce sent nobody Bell side. They sent nobody towards that ruin side to watch it. Now you can see Splyce so frustrated now. They're in a very difficult spot. They need some help from, I mean, we'll have to look at the standings, but They're going to basically have to play flawless next week, go 3-0, try to be at 7-7, and then they need some help, or a lot of help.
They certainly do, but a nice win from EG. It was a close series, regardless of the fact it was a 3-0. Splyce battles with him, but just not able to get it done in the clutch moments. The clutch moments down the stretch.
I mean, I think you just look back at game 1. That's probably it. I mean, Splyce control 95% of that game. And it goes to that cave hill where EG are just able to clutch up. Sort of the same situation that you said that we saw between Red Reserve and Rise.
Well, that'll do it for this series. We've still got 2 more fantastic ones to come. EG get it done with a nice 3-0. Splyce, I mean, you see the shots of the guys. Just the emotional pain they're going through when they see their chances of playoffs disappearing before their very eyes. More action coming up after this quick break.
won an S&D. And not only that, they're going to get a 3-0 in the series. Very well played by EG, and Splyce about halfway through that started to look pretty defeated, to say the very least. And yeah, I think it was Maven that actually brought it up while he was casting. It's like, why do they look so defeated during a league match? Because it's coming down to the wire already. Now they're going to find themselves seriously behind. My name is Rich. I'm going to be your host. We got Chance and Nameless on the desk, and let's actually talk about how important that actually is for Splyce. Do they find themselves completely behind at this point?
They're cooked. I don't think they can make playoffs. I think they would have to like win every single series, and then some other stuff would have to happen. But with the way they're playing, no, I think they're just done. They needed that series to keep the playoff dream just alive, not even to lock anything in. And taking loss, especially like that, I just think they're done.
I mean, hey, look at what you basically said there. Yes, maybe this isn't the exact, I think it was actually Marky B, funny enough, who said it yesterday. He's like, it's one of those things where there are too many permutations to actually run through to say, okay, these are the possible outcomes. There are just still too many because we do have so many matches left. I think by the end of this week, we can start to really figure that out as we look at the rest of the schedule. But they would need to win everything basically at this point, and then they would still need other stuff to happen. That is a terrible place to be.
8 is usually that magic number, and I believe they only have 4 games left. So, yeah, it's 4 games left. So yeah, I think they're done for. I don't think they're going to be able to make playoffs. That was kind of the nail in the coffin. You saw them after that game 2. They went down 0-2, and they were just hands in their palms. They knew that it was going to be super tough to come back. So got to keep their heads up and try to make a run and win all their matches. And maybe by some miracle they make it in. But looking really slow for Splyce at the moment.
They're cooked, yeah. Honestly, at the end of the day, that looks like it's going to be the scenario. But if you're EG, you can definitely be really happy here. Not only with this, look, this is an incredible performance coming out from them. We keep saying which EG is going to show up. How are they going to play? Very gosh darn well. I want to talk about the S&D first, and then we'll talk about, I mean, EG's over there right now. They look happy as heck.
They said, what they said was, you know, we usually choke 6 rounds in S&D. We only choked 1 round this time. I mean, despite Vance going off and starting off 6-1, picking up a glide bomb, like, they still ended up winning the map. So that was solid plays like from EG all around. They played good. They executed their rounds. The trades were good, and they won the game. And
not only that, Splyce hasn't won a Valk S&D ever.
I keep laughing every time I see it in the series, Chance. We brought it up. Remember, they played 6 times in a row.
So they're 0-7 from like stage 2 and then Anaheim combined. But Valk was a map before that. They literally have never won it on land. Like, I don't know if they're like online gods around that map. I don't know why they keep playing. I don't know what the thought process is. And granted, they're close games,
That's
but
why
like,
they play, yeah.
But you're not. Never. You have never won. And now it's a situation where you need to get this series win to make playoffs. And you're like, you know what? I know we're 0-7, but let's see if we can let it ride and become one. Like, I don't get it. I don't
gotta have it eventually.
I don't think it's complicated. It's not a difficult thought process. If you can't win a map, just stop playing it. They're
losing by like 1 or 2 rounds, so they keep on playing it. Yeah. It's just not working out. So like at some point you got to be like, yeah, let's switch it up.
But they're losing by 2 rounds when they're clutching like 1v3s and clutching 1v4s. They've already lost this map to EG when they're clutching like 1v3s. Like, if that's what it takes to lose by 2 rounds, that means strategically there's something wrong from the outset, or you have some flaw in your gameplay. If you're doing miraculous stuff just to lose by a little bit less, you got to switch it up, do something new, especially with like EG. If they're 0-13 in S&D, you can play them on a map you don't think is your best. You can play them on anything else. Just don't play on the map where you just haven't ever won on. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, ultimately now, with all of that not making sense, the only sense that you can really make out of the rest of the league for a team like Splyce is we got to practice for champs, and that is a terrible place to be in. It really is a shame, and we're going to figure out all those permutations a little bit later on, but we need to start looking at EG. Look, they did fantastically, and that's why they're going to earn this play of the game. It's going to be presented by Scuff, and it's going to be App here just absolutely going off. Oh, it's Assault going off. Everybody went off. I think
the play of the game is Apathy. Like, Assault starts it off really nicely, but then Apathy gets 2, he gets the flag pull, gets the flag return, and it takes another minute after this, but he ends up getting streaks off of it as well. So Apathy, I mean, on this map, at the start, at the very least, was absolutely frying, and then EG decided they wanted to play not to lose, and they're very good at that.
We've seen EG play Ardens for CTF quite many times here in this division, and he's had some solid plays and a lot of play of the games on that map, actually. I think it's been quite a few times we've seen that, and that's just a map they're pretty deadly on. Ardens for CTF, they've been dominating on.
And again, like we say a lot of times, like playing not to lose is bad a lot of times. Like, you turtle bleeder base, not for EG. They are the best team at that on for CTF. They will happily turtle, they will cover everything, and they're very, very efficient. I think that entire game, there was 2 openings for them to get a flag, and they executed twice, both almost to perfection. So EG very controlled, and that was a game, by the way, where Splyce had full streaks at one point. EG hadn't like swapped over to Mountain yet, and they still weren't able to convert. So opportunities were there. EG just played better.
We also need to see what's coming up a little bit later on today. We already started to highlight